Hello, everyone, and welcome to your Pick a Card Thursday. I am Sophie from Maison Jupiter, and this week it's all about your spiritual journey. So let's see how it's going to evolve. I'm really thrilled about that topic because this is a question that a lot of us is asking where I'm at in my journey. How is it going to grow? Am I doing the right thing? So I feel this Pick a Card is coming to the right time for you guys, and I'm really excited about this. So it is a pick a card. You will have to select the right path for you. Absolutely no pressure. We're just going to, if you want to, of course, close your eyes and take a deep breath in and out. And when you reopen your eyes, the first spell that attracts your eyes, it's going to be your message for today. Don't overthink this. Don't try to know which one you picked the last time. Doesn't it really? It's not an important thing. If you're always picking the same one, or if you like that particular stone, don't go in your logical side of the brain. And really don't mind Edmund screaming in the background because he is playing with my camera so much that I have to lock him in so I can do this. So yes, that's Edmund. Hi, Edmund. Okay, so let's start for your pick a card and let's see your message. Basically, we're going to start with group one right there. And if you are with group two or three, just use a timestamp below to go directly to your reading. And as usual, if you need more time to pick the right pile, just press pause and come back later. But really try to not use a lot of time and not go in your logical side of the brain. Let's start. Group one. What is the message about your spiritual journey? And let's see how is it going to evolve. We have the card of playfulness. I'm loving this because we just talked about, I don't think you can see it. We just talked about the fact that I don't want you to overthink. I don't want you to go in your logical side of the brain. And we have this card of playfulness. So it's the same topic. We are entering a phase that is into the joy, the very light energy, just going with your heart, maybe more impulsive, maybe a bit more natural without any filters. We do have this hippie background. So maybe for some of you, it connects with an era that really speaks to you. Maybe there's a personal message in there too for some of you. So if it is, you know who you are if this is a personal message there. But we're really going more natural without any filters, just back to your root of who you are, having fun with this, and more into your yeah, the no filter. Basically, it's really the keyword there. I was going to go in the childhood and to the child energy, inner child, but I feel that the keyword is really more without any filters and truly who you are, and honoring this with playfulness instead of maybe discipline for you guys, and maybe instead of um yeah, discipline, and just working really hard at your elevation into the next phase of your spiritual journey. Instead, let it come naturally. Just go back to basic, go back to your root, and just connect with what makes sense for you, where you have the joy. So, for example, if you have the joy in every morning, sipping your cup of tea and just watching outside, and this is your meditation, well, that may be the best meditation for you if that comes naturally and you have this playfulness about this. But for some of you, it may be something completely different. If this is dance instead, if this is painting that makes sense where you connect with source, it's totally okay. Do what is really bringing joy, and this is how you're going to connect with source. So we are having this message for some of you to remove the kind of a filter of I should, or the message of, oh well, this is really what we see around right now. This seems like everybody seems to doing this or this right now, so I should maybe try to do it. No, we need to go back to what makes sense for you, and not having this kind of, I don't want to say peer yeah, peer pressure, but almost kind of a judging that like you're different, and honor your differences instead of judging yourself from being different. So let's use this deck and let's see for group one, how is your spiritual journey going to evolve? Very interesting. Right away, we have this King of Swords showing up, this Knight of Wands showing up, this Emperor showing up, twice a man. And then we have this Ace of Pentacle there. The last card that wanted to come in is the Page of Pentacle. We do have underneath the deck, which I'm going to take, we have the Nine of Cups. So those are your cards today. We have the King of Swords, the Knight of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, the Emperor, Page of Pentacle. I know it's reversed. I don't know yes if I'm going to read it reverse or not. Sometimes I just don't. And we have the Nine of Cups. So this is what I'm getting. And the Nine of Cups and the playfulness together, it's really about having fun, honoring what you want in the present moment. So, how is your spiritual journey going to evolve? Well, with those two gentlemen right there, the Emperor and the King of Swords, I can tell you that you are going to really be okay with how you are and the differences that you have in your practice, like I was saying in the beginning, and in your just in your way of thinking, in your way of maybe manifesting, in your way of talking about your spirituality, in the topics you like to research. You have this, I'm sitting in my power. I don't mind what others says about me. I'm really okay with what where I'm at and who I am, and I'm in my full power about this. This is the stability with the number four. We have this strong, strong, strong foundation of honoring who you are that is either going to come more at play if this is not really fully there currently, but it's coming really strong with this Emperor and this King of Swords. So it's really weird, this mix of playfulness with those two kings, but I'm feeling like this is the protector of who you are at the root. What I mean by this is that you are going to have this strong will and this strong acceptation of who you are, that you will be able to be raw and authentic to who you are in whatever you do with your spirituality. And those two are representing how strong you're going to be when others are going to say something about differences or something about, oh, it's crooked. I'm sorry. I just saw the screen for the first time. Sorry about this. Um, that others will judge or will call you on their differences, and you're just going to be able to say, I don't mind because this is how I'm the most powerful. So we're removing, maybe if you're practicing some things, or we are maybe removing for some of your tools, and we're going more back to the root, or we're reconnecting with something that we used to do, or something we used to a way we used to do it in the past, and we're just going to master this art. We have the King of Swords. So if you wanted to have more channeling, if you wanted to have more intuition, if you wanted to be more clear about things, well, you're going to have it. And it's all coming with this playfulness with the Knight of Wands. It's just adding on the message of playfulness, because this Knight of Wands in this message, I see this as having this motivation and having this capacity of going in what you want to do and your research at time, things that you want to add, and just freely saying, well, this is, I tried this, I'm not really sure I want to do this, so let's remove this part, let's add some part of another things that I know, and just creating my own way, and without caring about if I fit in any box. The Page of Pentacles, I'm really feeling that it is there for you guys as it's like I don't have the intent at first to create something big with my spirituality, but it becomes something big. We have the Ace of Pentacles right there. So, what is your spirituality going to evolve in? It's I have to compare it with falling in love that is a slow burn because of those cards. I feel like it's just going to grow naturally, and the more you're going to be able to accept how you are authentic and really embrace that side of you, the more you're going to create something unique and strong and it has a lot of value. So, this is how I'm seeing your own spirituality evolving. And let me know if that fits with what you were thinking right now and where you are in your life and where you want to go, because this is really what I'm getting for you, group 1. So, really, really fun. And remember with those cards that if you feel like you are working hard at your spirituality, then you're in the wrong, because it seems like for you the message is don't work so hard at it, let it come naturally. Yeah. So go back to the basic, remove tons of expectation, and just see what really for you makes sense and have fun in it. That is your message, Groupon. I hope that resonate. And of course, you can book your own personal reading if you want to know more about this at maisonjupiter.com. Use the coupon code Jupiter to have 10% off on your next reading. And thank you so much for showing up in this amazing community that we created on maisonjupiter.com. Stay tuned for the next activation and the next show coming up. I see you soon. Love you guys. I will wrap this up and we will start with group 2. Group 2, how is your spirituality going to evolve? Ooh, we have this tiger and it says flexibility. Okay, this is really interesting. Let's get more card with this. I feel like I want to use this one for you. And let's see what this means, the flexibility in what is coming. I'm assuming flexibility comes with a lot of change, but I don't want to speak too soon. I want to see the rest of your cards. We do have this fierce energy. This tiger doesn't seem like he is a prey at all. So we are going to talk about how you are in your power and to stay in your power, I'm feeling. So let's see. What is going to come in your spirituality group 2? Interesting. 5 of Swords is showing up. 9 of Cups is showing up. What's coming in your spirituality? How is it going to evolve for group 2? A King of Cup, interesting. We have a very different energy than group 1, absolutely. Queen of Cups, a lot of cups. Wow. Okay, let's take 2 more. 7 of Rods, which is 7 of Wands, and the Justice card in Major Arcana to finish with a bang. 2 of Pentacles. Yeah, that's the flexibility. Wow, the Tower. Okay, that's too much. I feel like I could use the whole deck and just making a sentence out of it, but that's too much. Okay. We do have the Tower, the 2 of Pentacles, and I feel that this is explaining the flexibility. I will start with those and then I'll push them on the side. Group 2, flexibility, and the Tower, 2 of Pentacles. I feel like you are from a group that was pushed and forced into spirituality. Maybe something big happened to you where you were forced into it. Maybe it took a lot of tries for some of you. So maybe you didn't understand that you needed to go into spirituality first try, but something big forced you out of your comfort zone. Maybe the matrix was your comfort zone. Maybe just another form of spirituality was your comfort zone. And whatever happens to you, it was a divine intervention. The time of divine intervention to see how you're going to react to something that is really, really intense and unexpected. The 2 of Pentacles, it says that We have the similarities in energy with the Tower and the Two of Pentacles in a sense where it could have been both ways. You could have decided with your free will to never go into spirituality. And I feel like this flexibility is because of this reaction that we have there. So let me explain what we have there. Group two, I feel like, and we have the justice that is also the balance, so balancing act, the between the two reality that you could have created. So I have to say, I think it's not the first life that you are supposed to go into spirituality. I'm not saying that you have none of your past life into spirituality, but what I'm saying is that in a lot of your past life you were you tried to go into spirituality but it didn't work. So I don't know if this is the recent one or the older one, but you did have a lot of attempts that you pushed back in the past. Now this flexibility comes in as a strength, and this is what is coming next also in your evolution of your spirituality, is that because you were uh, part of the two world, you know that you need to have one foot in and one foot out for you to make sense out of it. Okay, you need to have one foot out the spirituality, one foot in the spirituality, and really maybe try to have this kind of balance with your life and the logic and the emotion, the 5D and the 3D. For you, it's this flexibility that is going to make you stronger at the end. For some of you, because we have so much cups, it is all about mastering your emotions and your feelings. So right away, group two, you are an empath. You are belonging to a group that is super strong in what they feel from you, from others, from the energy feel. This is something you can absolutely develop. This flexibility gives you that chance of maybe tuning in and out of this gift when you want it and when you don't want it. You have to master this part to really be able to tune it out, but still you have this coming up in your future with your spiritual evolution. What I'm seeing as a second side of your evolution is that we are going to remove some doubts. For some of you, not all of you, for some of you, there is still some doubts about your spirituality, what makes sense, what doesn't make sense, how you want to use it in your life, which part of your life you want to have spirituality in, which part you don't want to have it in. It may be with my friends, I don't want to talk about spirituality, where maybe with my family, I can or I cannot. Sorry, I'm losing my voice as it's always the case when I do pick your cards. I'm feeling so many energy from this group that I'm losing my voice. I don't know why, but this is what happens. So, but interesting, I was saying that with some of your friends or family, you cannot speak about this topic, and I'm losing my voice at that time. Interesting. So you have one foot in and one foot out. And what is coming in your evolution of your spirituality is that you will have to decide what makes sense out of it, but you will lose a lot of doubts and you will know and honor where you want the spirituality in your life and how you want it. You are going to be mastering this side of controlling and mastering, I should say, your spirituality in the future. You have to invest time into what you feel, because if you want to use this empath gift even more, you could do so much with it. You don't need to be a tarot reader or a medium or medical intuitive or pendulum. It's okay if you don't want to do it, but you have this gift where you should really invest time in mastering it, knowing how to tune it out, knowing when you're not taking that bad energy from other people, and maybe doing some, you don't need to do rec either, but all of this is gift that you can develop. This flexibility card means that you can do more than one. When we have intuition, which is your case with this intuitive, with this empath, you can do it all. It just depends on where you focus and where you practice. You have this flexibility as a great strength, and for you, your keyword is learning how to turn it on and turn it out when you don't want it. This is your message group too. I hope that resonate and that can help you with some of your questions. Thank you so much for being part of this community. And yes, you can book your own personal reading at maisonjupiter.com. Let me start with group three. Hi, group three. I hope you're doing well. We're going to look into how is your spirituality going to evolve, and I'm going to use this wonderful new deck just for you. Let's see. We have, leadership. Okay, no wonder I picked some gold with this pyramids. Wow, okay. Loving this. It says the number 22, leadership in ancient Egypt. Okay, wow. This is giving me a lot of different messages, but I'm going to start with just picking all of your cards to know what this is about fully. Empress. Of course, you're getting the Empress with this leadership. Wow. And it feels like this star is shooting out of this card with those three rows. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I have a lot of imagination. 10 of Wands is the next card for you. The Fool, of course. Another major arcana. We have the Devil. Oh my God, what is going on with group three? I'm glad I did this for you. Wow, and the King. Of course, you get a king with this leadership. Whoa. Intense. And underneath the deck, we have the Three of Cups, which I'm not going to take. We have plenty enough. But just knowing it's the card of celebration, it's the card of reunion. So we are going to tap into a lot of different topics with you. Okay, how is your spirituality going to evolve? Well, you have to watch a few things, okay? So this is not going to be for everybody. You're going to know if the message is for you. For some of you, you will have to watch your how you view money. How you view money. Are you asking for too much? Are you asking for too low? What is your relationship with the money? Are you spending it all? Are you stuck on the material world? Or are you absolutely not caring about the money and helping others with it? I'm looking for extreme with the money. Why? Because we have this intense Leo energy showing up right now with this devil energy on top of it. It is really, really strong in the warning of keeping your power. You have this leadership, and with all of this, this is screaming at me that you come from past life of royalty. Um, you come from past life of off-worlders. For some of you, that's very much in power, of taking a lot of decisions, being in abundance. And it comes with, of course, a 10 of wands, because this is responsibility, this is heavy burdens, this is a lot of exhaustion and stress, because you were in a position of having to make decisions for others. That was a big impact. And your relationship with money comes from the past lives where you were in a position of power. And we have to watch how it has affected you. For some of you, you are struggling to gain money because of it. For others, it's to keep your money because you're spending. So you know which group is your group with the money. But we have money um issues, I would say, that comes through. For those of you watching and saying, I don't have any money issue, it could be any other type of energy leak where, because of that leadership, because of that abundance that you had, now in your spirituality, you're being asked to really let go, but to do not do it into any extremes. Letting go of these luxurious things, being yeah, I'm really feeling like you were a leader in past life and you are being tested to become a leader, but this time into spirituality and no longer into the 3D world. I'm not saying money is evil. I'm not saying any of this. I'm just saying that we need to not go into extremes. That's my only message. Because we need money to live. We have 3D incarnation right now. We all need a balance. Just not extremes. With this level devil card, sorry, this is an extreme. You went into fast learning lesson with this Eight of Wands and this Fool. So I feel like it was really unjust what happens to you with this spiritual evolution, because I feel like you were basically asked to go in reverse of exactly what was your comfort zone from past lives into this one, and really quickly with, it's almost like, well, you tried your bike once and now we're going to remove the little wheels and you have to do it now. You had it once. You're a master of this. This is really, really big. This is really accelerate growth. You came here, group three, because you're supposed to be a leader. You just have to watch how you're going to do it and what kind of leader you're going to be. You need to watch out for what kind of example you're going to set. So, to answer the question on how is your spirituality going to grow, it has no limit. Absolutely no limit, because you're supposed to be a leader. So, learn, learn, learn. But most of all, learn from this card that this is representing the energy of all of the responsibilities that were on your shoulders when you were a leader, and pay attention to what kind of leader you want to be and what you're giving up as energy into the world. What you are going to give is what you're going to receive. Big reading for you, group three. I hope that resonates, and I hope you were, what I love in readings is when someone say to me, I knew it. You're just confirming what I'm sensing. I love it. People say like, oh, I'm sorry, but no, I love it. I love that you were using your intuition. You were feeling that was the case, and this is just the final touch of confirmation you needed. Trust your power. You have tons of power, and just believe in yourself because you came here to be a leader and showing the way. Wow, powerful reading for you, group three. And yes, if you need your personal reading, you can book at maisonjupiter.com for past life reading and for tarot reading. And don't forget to join in the wonderful community at maisonjupiter.com. Stay tuned for a lot of new activation, meditation, and a lot more. Love you guys, and I will see you next week. Bye bye.